The search for truth is an experience unique to humans. As long as we live, being curious and looking for answers will never cease. In this episode, we will share 10 critical truths you need to know to live a happy and fulfilled life. We are so certain that these truths will definitely influence and change your life positively. We implore you to watch till the end with an open mind. You might not like some of them, but maybe, just maybe, this may be the answer to the questions you've been asking. Hey, you're watching All Round Growth, where you can easily explore some facts of life that apply to all of us. They may apply differently depending on where you live, how wealthy you are, or what job you hold, but they apply nonetheless. 1. You're more than enough. Lots of people believe they're not up to standard or good enough to count for something. They have listened to this lie for a long time, and it has a very negative impact on them. Directly or indirectly, they spend their lives chasing an impossible level of perfection, seeking approval, and proving their worth. They exhaust themselves to meet expectations, turn life into a competition, and still feel they're not good enough. The truth is, who you are is always good enough, no matter what you do or don't do. No amount of success will make you feel good enough if you don't believe you are already. We all have innate worth, and it's critical to remember that. Sure, we can become more wealthy, learn new skills, or improve our health, but who we are as humans is fine just the way it is. Once you realize this, your self-worth and confidence will soar. Trust us on this. You are not just good enough, but more than enough. 2. You control your life, not fate. Happiness remains far-fetched until you take full ownership of your life and situation. Complaining about the obstacles, people, or circumstances holding you back only strengthens them while making you a victim. Let's keep it real. No one is stopping you from learning what you need to learn or taking action with whatever you have. Not your race, not the government, not your job, not your colleagues. No one. You already have everything you need to be successful. Effectively use what you already have. Only then will life reward you with more. Remember, no one is really coming to save you. So if you don't like your current state, get up and put in the work involved to be better. The sooner you realize this, the sooner you'll be free and happier. 3. Whether good or bad, people will talk about you. As you grow in life, you will definitely face resistance, criticism, naysayers, and all sorts of opinions from people. But you will have to realize that most of it is just noise from people who live in fear. A lot of people enjoy criticizing others and feeding on unhealthy competition. The earlier you realize this truth, the easier it will be to rise above their opinions. Naysayers live a life without purpose, not driven by expectations. As a result, they project their unhappiness onto you and convince you that life is hard and you can't have what you want. But why listen to them? Why listen to people who avoid their dreams, live an unintentional life, and take whatever comes their way? The brutal truth is, not everyone wants you to succeed. As you grow, some will even try to bring you down. Ignore the noise. Set your own rules in life and be free. 4. Many people fake happiness and success. Not all that glitters is gold. A lot of people exaggerate their happiness and success, especially on social media. Often those who claim to have it all have nada. Those who pose as the happiest may be crying in the dark. You will never know what others are dealing with. Therefore, don't use other people's lifestyles to measure your happiness. Stop watching and comparing yourself to others. It will only make you feel inadequate and behind. Remember, life isn't a competition. Focus on your own goals and priorities. 5. Action seals the deal. Self-improvement is significant, but to make the most of it, you must use what you learned. Growth might start with learning, but action is the core aspect of it. To succeed, you have to walk your own path by putting into practice everything you have learned. Like Albert Einstein once said, there comes a point in your life when you need to stop reading other people's books and write your own. True learning comes from doing, not studying. You can't master information without using it. To be more wise and successful, stop waiting for the perfect moment and start taking action. 6. When you demand for something, you must be ready to work for it. The best way to get what you want in life is to create it from within first. If you want a happy life, start being happy. If you want a great job, become a great employee. If you want intelligent friends, Become more intelligent. By becoming the person you want to be, you will have the things you want to have. The universe is actually waiting to serve you what you're willing and ready to work for. To be truly happy, yearn for things you can put in the work to achieve. Don't be like those who want to have countless things but don't make the effort to create it in themselves. What you demand from life, you must demand from yourself. 7. Time is valuable. Time flies and you don't get it back. We know most of us say, it's never too late, but many people lack urgency. Rather than being earnest with each day and taking action now, they hesitate, delay, and make excuses. Yet urgency isn't about stressing. It's about realizing each moment is precious, not wasting time, and using each day because they don't come back. The longer you take to get started, the longer it takes to get to where you want to go. Why wait any longer? So to avoid regrets, don't plan forever. Don't wait forever. Don't think forever. Act. 8. Health is wealth. One thing life teaches us is that looking after our body should be one of our top priorities. Health is very important. We get so busy with other stuff that we forget how vital our health is until it's too late. When you are healthy and in good shape, you can do so much. Without it, you will yearn for the days when you did. You either make your health a priority or it becomes a priority. So take out time to visit the hospital for checkups and take a break from work and relax. Don't take your health for granted because everything is actually tied to it. 9. Differences are what makes life interesting. Search far and wide. There will never be another person like you, ever. Variety is key. Without differences, it would be a bland place. Imagine if everyone thought the same, looked the same, talked the same. What a boring world it would be. This is why you should never buy the idea that someone is superior to you. No matter how superior someone thinks their country or culture is, it's not. Each place and people have their pros and cons. That's what makes the world great. It's a petri dish of different people, cultures, and languages. Trying to homogenize them all and declare one better than the other misses the point. We are enriched by our contact with each other. It's these differences that lead to innovation, as well as learn from each other. Again, variety is the spice of life. Everyone has something to offer. Everyone has an insight that could prove beneficial. Use your uniqueness to your advantage. Embrace it. 10. Life is the shortest drive. You have to appreciate every moment in life and live it to the fullest. The older one gets, the faster the years go by. The more we realize that we won't live forever. Life's trick on you is to make you think it's long enough to last forever, but short enough to leave you wishing you had more time. That's why you must seize the day and do what you want today. No better time exists than now. The future is not guaranteed, and things can and will change. When you are old, you don't want to look back on your life with regret. Live in the knowledge that your time will come to an end one day, and you will have a much more fulfilling life. 11. There are things beyond your control. Most of what we see in the world is outside our control. There is very little that we can control. Many of the problems that we suffer from are due to our desires to control stuff. Instead of yearning to control everything, we should embrace the fact that we control very little. When you realize that there is little that you can bring under your control, you will start to become happier. You will feel less weighed down and drained as a result. Your quality of life will be much better once you adopt this philosophy. 12. There is no one definition of success. Being successful comes in many different forms. It will mean something to one person and something else to another. Do not be defined by someone else's definition of success. Figure out what it means for you and go after it. For some people, success is a big house, a fancy car, and a beautiful wife. For others, it is a lifetime of work on an issue that is very close to their heart. Decide what's important to you and strive to become a success at it. Life is a competition, not with others, but with yourself. Once you separate yourself from the rat race, you'll be much happier. Conclusion. Despite all the issues in the world, we are blessed to be alive. We live in a beautiful world with a lot of beautiful people. Whenever you feel down, remind yourselves that life is a gift and one that we should embrace and make the most of. We only call life difficult because we don't know the truth about it. All the stuff we take for granted are part of what makes our world such a beautiful place to live. It's important to reflect on these points raised here from time to time. Above all, nothing beats experience. We hope you learn from your experiences and other people's stories. Thanks so much for watching. For more amazing videos, you're just one click away. Kindly hit the subscribe button, like, share, and comment. Don't forget, life is for living. Live your truth.